Hi friends, welcome to part 2 of my vacation wardrobe series. So for this video, I want to focus on making tops. So I've got this pattern from Kiana Bonolo, and this is the first item of clothing in this series that actually has a pattern. So I am hoping that it will go much faster. I've got my pieces and I've got my fabric, so I'm just going to be cutting them now. After cutting out the fabric, I placed a shirt that fits exactly how I like over the pattern, just to see if the size would fit or if I have to trim it down. So I bought this ballpoint needle. So this is the kind of needles that you will need when you're sewing anything that is knit or stretch. So this is recommended to me by the person who works at my local sewing store. I need to undo everything. The problem is the exact stitch is I cannot just rip them apart. Okay, so I have notched the center point of the sleeves, and then I'm supposed to flip them right sides out according to the instructions, and then flipping it right sides out. This is supposed to go inside the sleeves and inside the shirt, and I'm supposed to match the center to the seam. So this is the shirt now. I have already done the mock neck. So this is supposed to, the seam is supposed to be in the center back, which I did not notch. I just had a realization that I sew on the mock neck on the wrong side. Okay, so this is what I have for now. I think the issue is that the fabric is actually not as stretchy as I expected it to be. My initial intention was actually to lattice hem the, what's this thing called? The sleeves, but I don't think they will lattice hem really well. So I'm just gonna try, give it a go. My hair is in a mess, my face is oily, and I am late for dinner. Okay, so it's been quite a few days now since I made this, the prototype, but I did end up lattice hemming this and it worked out pretty okay. This is gonna be the next fabric that I'm using. It's actually stretchier than that stretch velvet. It's like stretchier. Ooh. Okay, so this is the fit, and honestly, it's very comfortable. Very, very, very comfortable. I love this fabric so much. So I would love to share that I did the hemming nicely, but I did not. It looks like shit. I can't figure out how do people hem something this tiny on like this chunker. I don't get it. Like, how do you stretch this enough that it fits in here? It does not. Anyway, it's ugly, so I may or may not take it out, but we'll see. Anyway, but everything else is great. Everything else is actually great.
Everything else is actually great.
And I want to make another one, but a short sleeve version. I don't think I'm planning to make it in this fabric. I don't know. I'm done with this pattern for now. So off camera, I made this shirt as a prototype because I have a lot more of this fabric than the green spandex fabric that I have. I did end up using the Kiona Bonolo's pattern, the turtleneck pattern, but I pattern hacked it, made it crop, and also instead of mock neck, I did like a neck binding. So now that I'm feeling a little bit more confident, I will tackle the green spandex. Just did a fit check and it's good. So what I learned on TikTok is to sew on a neckband, you have to basically take a strip. So I used the same mock neck strip as in the pattern, and then instead of sewing it right sides together first, I actually sewed it wrong sides together. So this is actually the right side, right? This is actually the right side. So I sewed it wrong sides together first, so the seam is on the right side. And then what they said is actually to kind of like fold it down. What you do is you cut away whatever is left, all the extra seams here, and then you fold it down. And then you clip it. So that was what I was trying to figure out the other night. The whole neckband thing was quite hard to figure out. So just like that, and then you're just going to top stitch all the way around. Over here, I'm stretching and sewing a straight stitch at the same time. Honestly, this is probably not the right way to do it, but I wanted to try if this would work. So I'm back for the final project before my trip. The last top I'm going to make before I go is the viral Gadi top. So I got this pattern off Etsy and I've already cut out the pattern. So this is the fabric that I'm going to use. I have ran into a problem because I realized that I do not actually have enough fabric for sleeves. So I have two options. Number one is I do not do any sleeves at all. Option number two is I use a completely different fabric. So I am going to make the bias tape now. I'm doing the continuous bias tape method because I don't have enough in my fabric to actually cut like diagonal strips, so I have to do the continuous bias tape method. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'm going to start putting my pieces together. This is what it looks like on for now, and I might I think I'm gonna French seam it, I guess. Yeah. Or maybe I just do an overcast stitch instead. The whole time I was sewing with this bobbin here, I didn't even realize it. So I don't have a serger, but I have an overcast foot. So what I did was I used the overcast foot and with zigzag stitch. So this is what it looks like now. It's pretty neat. I'd say it's a pretty badly sewn hem. I'm not gonna lie. But you can't see it because everything is white. No. What am I doing? Right sides to right sides. Hi friends, so it is the next day. I was struggling with these ties so much last night because of the fabric that I ended up sleeping at 3 a.m. so I didn't finish the shirt. But anyway, this is where I'm left with. So the peplum is sewed on yesterday and all my ties are done, but I came across this Instagram post this morning and I changed my idea. So instead of using the ties with the same fabric, I am going to use this satin blush pink to make the ties, and I'm gonna make them like thick ties so that when I tie them to a bow, they will be like really big bows on the shirt. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and I'm gonna scrap this and I'm gonna work on this, and this is definitely gonna be a lot easier to sew and to turn it inside out. So I want it to be really quite thick, and I think I am going to do like 3 cm ties. So editing me just realized that either I did not shoot all the clips of me sewing the ties on, or I lost a whole chunk of footage. But anyway, I'm just going to jump straight into the review, and yeah.
Sometimes you wake up with a smile on your face, and the whole world is there for you to embrace, and all of your troubles seem to be far away. You know it's your lucky day.